What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here. Today we are continuing with our 2024 NFL Draft Scouting Report series, taking a look at Alabama corner Kool-Aid McKinstry. Kool-Aid McKinstry, 6'1", 195. That's from the Alabama website. Of course, that's unverified. We'll get the official measurements when the combine rolls around very soon. In 2022, really productive season, 16 pass breakups and an interception. Just allowed a 57.9 passer rating in coverage in 2023, 4 pass breakups and an interception, and allowed a 73.1 passer rating in coverage. So 2 really strong seasons back-to-back for him. And when it comes to the strengths, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of reps that look pretty boring on film because he's just really, really good. And when you watch him in press man coverage, you see that length come into play. You see his ability to disrupt routes really early, and he has a great read step. He can mirror receivers off the line of scrimmage, receivers trying to work inside stem. He does a great job cutting them off. Same with an outside stem, and it really makes things difficult from jump for wide receivers. In zone and match coverage, which is a lot of what Saban did at Alabama, he was really good. Great awareness, when he's in zone, dropping into sometimes a deep third of the field. He does a great job opening up and has really good field vision to see everything developing in front of him and knows where he needs to be. In match, it's kind of a similar thing, right? He does a great job communicating with, the slot corner on like who has what depending on the route combination. So he's really strong in that regard. Obviously, at the catch point, you see it with the production that we showed on the previous little slide there. He's disruptive there. He's productive there. He's good catch point timing. He really is a pass breakup machine when he gets targeted, and he's consistently staying glued to the hip pocket in coverage. And that's something that is the case whether he's in more bail technique or he's contacting guys right away at the line of scrimmage. That contributes to a lot of the boring reps you see on film where it's just like, yeah, he's not getting targeted. He's in the hip pocket. There's nowhere to throw this football. He also does great work at the top of the route. He's really physical. He processes well. And really does a great job eyeing the core of the receiver. That's where wide receivers are going to have their most tells, especially the best ones coming out of college. So he does a really good job anticipating when the break is coming, and he transitions well, and it's very hard really to complete passes on him in man coverage. He's patient and calm too when he gets maybe a little out of step, out of phase early in the route. He does a great job recovering in that regard. He has pretty good transitional quicks across the board from his pedal, and I think, again, reliable tackling skills as long as he's wrapping up. If he leads with the shoulder, there are some issues, but usually, he's a good tackler when he wraps up, and I think he leverages well against the run. There's a lot to like from Kool-Aid McKinstry on film, and yeah, it seems like a pretty easy eval, but I do think there are a few things, obviously, no prospect is perfect, that Kool-Aid McKinstry can work on, and I think it starts with wanting to see a little bit quicker transition, staying more efficient in that area on in breakers, especially the slant route, especially the dig route, right? Would love to see him transition a little bit quicker and be able to drive on those routes when he closes, to generate more pass breakups and limit throwing windows. I think if he gets out of position against go routes, that's where he struggles the most to regain, kind of good leverage or get back in phase. He doesn't have elite speed, and that's maybe a knock on him versus a few other corners in the class. Sometimes his play can get too physical at the top of routes. There's chances for penalties there at the next level. I think he needs to stay more patient in the red zone, right? I think he kind of usually does a great job with the read step, but sometimes he is more apt to favoring taking away the fade route, and that leads to some wins on some in-breaking routes. And I think he needs to get off blocks a little bit better against receivers, especially against the run. But overall, I really think Kool-Aid McKinstry has a strong profile, especially to, a defense that's going to be in more man coverage, lets him be in a deep third, maybe some cover 3 match, and as well as quarters. I think he'll thrive there as well, just because I think he understands the principles of where he's matching in route combinations and where he has to communicate. So Kool-Aid McKinstry, strong profile at corner, really should be locked into the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. So hope you guys enjoyed this video on Kool-Aid McKinstry. If you did, throw a like down there. Subscribe if you're new. Plenty more draft content on the way very, very soon. I will catch you guys in the next video. Farewell.